Kennedy Cullen, and today I'm going to be interviewing my grandpa, who's the author of the Keonti Chronicles.
Volume 1, Fictional Tales of Vietnam Vets.
So today we're going to start off with, how do you know what to write?
Well, Kennedy, thanks, and I'm honored to be interviewed by my beautiful granddaughter. She's the intellectual, and she's a great lacrosse player and pretty good soccer ball player, too, we found out. There'll be dogs barking and people walking in during this, but I just honestly been writing them over the years, and the first one is that I have I'm a 27-year Air Force veteran, retired in 2000. I did not serve in Vietnam, but I have a powerful respect and admiration for Vietnam vets. So the first collection is about them. I created 10 fictional characters and what life was like when they returned from Vietnam. So it was an easy play for me at that time.
Yeah, okay. So what's usually the best time of day that you write?
Yeah, it's a great question. It kind of comes and goes, you know. As Kennedy and I were in the middle of a shuffleboard game and I was losing, she was killing me, and suddenly I got inspired to go write, you know, so I had to leave. No, it comes and goes, but like here, I'm visiting Glen Ellen right now, my son Mike and daughter-in-law Ashley and their beautiful family. And it's really like the last 2 or 3 days has really hit me hard. So I'm getting these spurts, especially when I wake up in the morning. But when Nana and I get back to Delaware, I typically get up like mid-afternoon. It works for me. So that's the best time of day.
What was the most difficult part about writing your book?
It's sticking to it. You get the idea started, you get it on paper, you get frustrated, you get writer's block. I put stuff down and didn't touch it for a month. Then all of a sudden I get this flurry of ideas and I rock and roll. But the trick is to stick with it, overcome the writer's block, and don't worry about what people think, man. Just write it. This is in my heart. I want to do it, and I'm not worried about being judged. If it's good in people's eyes. If not, but Kennedy, it just feels so good to get the book. And Kennedy, by the way, is a huge reader, so she has a love for this sort of thing too.
How long did it take for you to write your book?
Okay, that's the question. I mean, I wrote the first story that's going to be in volume 2 in 1974. I'm polishing it up a little bit. So I have a collection. I probably have 30 or 40 rough stories saved on my desktop. But to really put volume 1 together, I got my mind set on it, cleaned up some of the old stories, built probably 4 or 5 new ones. So I would say it was a 6 to 8 month process, having had stories kind of in my reserve bank.
What inspired you to write this book?
Again, those Vietnam veterans. I knew I wanted to do it, and I realized that so many of the stories were focused on Vietnam vets. So I decided, let's dedicate it to them. The second book, little promo piece here. Second book is coming out after the new year. It's called Keonti Chronicles Volume 2, Life's a Comedy. It's not always funny. And I got a bunch of stories, you know, built there, but that's what that was all about right there. About probably 6 to 8 months.
What did you learn when writing this book?
Yeah, I learned that when I'm on it, I can really get a story going. Like I'm shaping one out right now. This morning I got up, I had coffee with your dad and a pancake, and I had to run downstairs. I had the computer set up at that beautiful bar downstairs. And for about 45 minutes, I worked it out. But I just learned that I'm getting confident on how to take what I call an acorn, a small idea, build it, shape it, and get it formed into a story. It might take a month, it might take 2 months, but I learned that I can do that.
What does the title of your book mean?
So, as you know, Kennedy Cullen, I'm an avid Chianti drinker. Let's have a little sip here. Kennedy's underage. You probably think she's like 30, but she's 13. That's a good Chianti. I like Chianti, so I just decided to go with the Keonti Chronicles, and I'm going to do volume by volume. I'm working with a company, and there'll be 3 total volumes. So volume 2, again, Life's a Comedy. It's not always funny. Let's do a little quick promo here again. Volume 1, Fictional Tales of Vietnam Vets. So that's really what it is. It's just a way to catalog all the stories that I put together over the years.
That's it for this interview.
I want to tell you, Kennedy Cullen, I love you. I appreciate you doing this. Cam, come on around here and say hello, man. We got Kennedy's little brother here, Cam. This is Camden Cullen, my buddy. He's my golfing buddy and football buddy. He's a good guy. Say hi to the fans, Cam.
Hi.
I'm going to just say this. We'll wrap it up with Cam, bam, balloon, bam, balam, bam, boom. Thank you, Kenny. I love you. Cam, thank you. I love you, man. You guys are awesome.
Bye.